Hey guys, Fanboy Phoenix here again. We're going to do a review of TRON
Legacy.
Evolution.
Damn it.
Legacy was the movie, which is good. If you get a chance,
It was a great movie.
go to the movie theater and watch it.
In 3D.
Yeah, overrated. Avatar's the only movie in 3D right now that I'm impressed with. But anyways, this was a prequel, so if you have not seen Tron Legacy and are curious as to wanting to know what happened before Tron Legacy, or if you've already seen it and would like to know, hey, how did Flynn get into Tron? And how did he become a prisoner? Then you can find out in this game. He pretty much plays a no-name character, no voice character, who has no story other than he's just in the right place at the right time. Pretty much how every video game movie is.
Yeah.
You're just a random character. Yeah, it's got everything that a video game platform based on a movie has. Horrible camera angles. Platform jumping that never was tested before the game was released. I hate Prince of Persia.
Hey, you don't enjoy falling.
I hate falling. There's one section where I fell, I believe, 20 times, and I was about to send the game back, to tell you the truth. But then I realized, well, I should be almost done with it. So I went ahead and kept falling. And falling.
Over.
And falling. Now, I know I'm already sounding like this is a horrible review, which you're going to get what you expect out of a movie-based game. I don't recommend purchasing this at all. Maybe for $10 to $15. What, you disagree? What do you think?
I would go lower.
Oh, well.
It was a good game, but once
you're going to talk about the multiplayer. You better hype it up.
Multiplayer.
All right, well, anyways.
But that's what it's about.
Anyways, the story is pretty much play this no-name guy. You find out the whole story between Clue, Flynn, and Tron himself, and this big old battle, and how Flynn escapes. You run into Cora. You pretty much, your job is to stop this. I don't even know what that.
It's like a virus.
It's a virus's name.
Abraxas was his name.
Abraxas, thank you. Yeah, he was this monster that was trying to infect the world, which Clue created, thinking that it was going to be his minion.
It's a perfect sanctuary. That's what he was looking for.
And of course, what ends up happening is he gets overpowered. You know, too much goes to his head, thinking that he can control anything. And you have to end up beating him. Now, it's standard. Button mash game. Square or X button to work yourself through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all you do. Now, you do have the D-pad option where you can switch to different type of disc that you have.
Yeah.
You have stun. You have power, which is like a bomb. You have slow down time, where when you hit them, they'll actually slow them down in midair. And then you have your standard.
Yeah.
And you can upgrade these by purchasing megabytes as your upgrades, which I thought was a pretty cool thing because it actually said it was installing. And every time you died, oh, it got so old when it would just say rebooting sequence. And then it's like, stop. I'm sick of the dang
DOS
static.
Text. It was DOS text.
That's all it was. Now on to the good. Right from the get-go, the sound. Sound blew me away. Of course, you got the Daft Punk soundtrack.
Yeah.
You've got the creepy, you know, to me it sounded like a lot of Inception sound effects with the loud bass drum. I mean, just freaking you out. That was cool. The tone effects were somewhat cool. A lot of blue, to tell you the truth. A lot of blue. Go figure in a Tron movie, right? Blues and orange. You could drive vehicles. Vehicles are alright. They control like crap, in my opinion. But it was kind of cool to see those from the original movie, which,
yeah,
you know.
The light tanks.
Yeah, it was cool.
The light bike missions, yeah.
It took Phoenix and I, it took us about 4 to, I want to say almost 5 hours to beat the game.
Yeah, it's not very long.
That was on, player. Yeah, that was to
it was a medium difficulty.
Yes, it was. We did medium. You can play through it back on hard to unlock an achievement or trophy. I just didn't think it was worth it. But Phoenix, go ahead and tell them about the multiplayer. Okay, just to let you guys know, one other cool thing, and I'll let you talk about multiplayer. As you progress through the game, your character levels up based on experience and kills. Now, what's really neat about that, but it also sucks, is whatever level you are in the single-player campaign carries over into the multiplayer. So if you're level 10 in single-player, guess what? You already started as a level 10 in multiplayer, which can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing for these trolls that just play over and over and over again, get up to level 49, and then will just own your ass in a multiplayer game, and then you're just like...
Yeah, the perks and the effects that they've got.
They did not have a good filter on this game. Every single game that I got into, and that's why I stopped after about, I think it was 4 or 5 games. Every game I got into, there was at least 4, maybe 5 level 30s and above, and I was only a level 18. You don't stand a chance. You can't beat them, and that's what sucked about that, is you can never level up, you can never do anything in a multiplayer match. But Phoenix, you did enjoy some of it, which I did not look at investigating.
Yeah, Fanboy didn't look too well when he was looking through the search criteria. In playing your standard levels, you've got elimination, where it's basically a free-for-all. Everybody's trying to fight everybody else. You've got your light discs, and you're just battling it out. Usually smaller levels. You can run off walls, climb, bounce, stuff like that. There was, however, the larger levels, which actually had the light bikes and the light tanks as well that you could utilize. You would have to hold control points to capture a light tank generation station, and then from there, if you wanted to, you could hop over onto your light bike and you could chase people around, try to block off areas, and try to take everybody out. It was the multiplayer, if you got into the right matches, actually played out fairly well. But like Fanboy said, it was kind of over-leveled. You had the multiplayer horrors that are out there. The only thing that they play is just the multiplayer. And that's probably the 12-year-old kids that we hate dealing with on a constant basis when we're playing multiplayer.
Just do a video about that.
So, yeah, we don't want to do a video about that.
That would be rated R for
much
language.
Cursing.
So anyways, Tron, if you're a diehard fan, I would say rent. Definitely rent.
Yeah. It's a rental.
Don't even. I mean, if you're a hardcore fan and you love your whole office or whatever is decked out in Tron,
if you're a Tron guy.
Yes, I have a hoodie, but I just love the design. I love the outfit. If I could find an LED outfit, I would wear it all the time.
You're not going to make one?
Yeah, let me get right on that. I'm not going to own it. I'm never going to buy it. I've played through it. I'm done. I'd say if we had to give this a score out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, maybe a 7.
Yeah,
tops.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, 7 maybe if I'm feeling generous, but don't hold your breath.
It's a rental. If you pick it up cheap through GameFly, or pick it up cheap over at GameStop.
Now, one thing I have considered, just because I am curious, is if you go to Tron's website or if you go to their video game site, you can actually see that they have a timeline from all the different versions. Every single Tron game that got released on the different console, except for the 360 and the PS3, we both got the same game.
Yeah.
Every game represented a different portion of the timeline from 1982, from when the movie released, all the way up until 2010, when Legacy released. And that is, there is a DS game, which I don't own a DS, so there's no way I'm going to be able to play it. And then there's also a Wii game, which looked nothing but like a Smash Brothers ripoff or just multiplayer games. But I'm curious if there's a story to see what that has to do with the whole leading up to Legacy. You know, is there corruption within the Clue and Flynn? Was there some kind of disagreement? You do see a disagreement in the movie. No spoilers, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But just check it out. You know, if you're, like I said, hardcore fan, rent it. Rent it. Do not buy. If you buy, I am sorry. GameStop will give you $6 for it. And that's generous.
Yeah.
So anyways, Fanboy Phoenix, and go see Tron Legacy. It's awesome. Bye.